Students, in lesson 9.5, we're going to be working on numerical patterns, and our essential question for this lesson is, how can you identify a relationship between two numerical patterns? So we're going to start with the unlock the problem, real world. On the first week of school, Joel purchases 2 movies and 6 songs from his favorite media website. If he purchases the same number of movies and songs each week, how does the number of songs purchased compare to the number of movies purchased from one week to the next? So over here on the side, we have several questions that we need to answer. First, it says, how many movies does Joel purchase each week? If we go back into the problem, we can see it's 2. So we're going to write down 2 movies. Second question is, how many songs does Joel purchase each week? We're going to go back in the problem, and we see it's 6 songs. So we're going to write down 6 songs. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a step-by-step procedure to decide what the numerical pattern and the relationship between the two number patterns are. So step 1, it says use 2 rules given in the problem to generate the first 4 terms of the sequence for the number of movies and the sequence for the number of songs. So the sequence for the number of movies is he adds on 2 each week. So 2 plus 2 would be 4, plus 2 would be 6, plus 2 would be 8. And this pattern would continue on and so on. So that's where we have that dot, dot, dot. Next, we look at the other pattern where it says the sequence for the number of songs each week is 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. So step 2, boys and girls, it says write the number of pairs that relate to the number of movies. So week 1, it was 2, and remember, movies are first and then it's songs. It was 2 to 6. Week 2, if we go back, we could see it's 4 to 12. Week 3, if we go back, we can see it's 6 to 18. And then week 4, it's 18 to 24. So now it says step 3. For each number pair, compare the number of movies to the number of songs. Write a rule to describe the relationship. Think. For each related number pair, the second number is 3 times as great as the first number pair. Because if you think about it, 2 times 3 would be 6, 3 times as great. 4 times 3 would be 12, 3 times as great. 6 times 3 is 18, 3 times as great. And 8 times 3 is 24, 3 times as great. So the rule would be to multiply by 3. So from one week to the next, the number of songs Joel purchased is 3 times as many as the number of movies purchased. Now we're going to try another example here. It says, when Alice completes each level in her favorite video game, she wins 3 extra lives and 6 gold coins. What rule can you write to relate the number of gold coins to the number of extra lives she has won at any level? How many extra lives will Alice have won after she completes 8 levels? So 0 level, 0 lives, 0 coins. First level, 3 lives, 6 coins. Second level, 6 lives, 12 coins. Third level, 9 lives, 18 coins. 12 lives, 24 coins. So what we can do is we can say that if you see the pattern here, it's dividing by 2. So we say 48 divided by 2, we would get 24, or if we do 24 times half, we would get 48. So in each level, she gets 3 additional lives, so we would add 3. She gets 6 coins at each additional level, so we add 6. So step 1, it says to the left of the table, complete the rule for how you could find the extra number of lives won from one level to the next, which we did, which was add 3. So it says from one level to the next, Alice wins 3 extra lives, so we know that means that we're adding 3 at each level. And if you think 12 minus 3 is 9, 9 minus 3 is 6, 3 minus 6 is 3, 3 minus 3 is 0. Step 2. It says, to the left of the table, complete the rule for you find the number of golden coins. Well, we know that each level she adds 6, so the rule is going to be to add 6. And if you do 24, if you want to do inverse operations to work it out, 24 minus 6 is 18, 18 minus 6 is 12, 12 minus 6 is 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. So from one level to the next, Alice wins 6 more gold coins. Step 3, it says write the number of pairs that relate to the gold coins to the number of lives at each extra level. So our ordered pairs would be 6 and 3, 12 and 6, 18 and 8, and lastly 24 and 12. Step 4. Complete the rule to the right of the table that describes how the number of pairs related. Use your rule to find the number of extra lives at level 8. So it says think for each level the number of lives is half as great as the number of golden coins. So what we can say is we can multiply by half or divide by 2. So after 8 levels, Alice will have won 24 extra lives. So boys and girls, in this lesson, we're working with numerical patterns. And if you notice, what we did was we saw that there was addition patterns and multiplication patterns. And we could use inverse operations to check to make sure our patterns are correct.